जवाब नागर जी लेंगे. बीजेपी स्पोक्सपर्सन है आरपी सिंह जी. डॉक्टर रंगनाथन, आई एम कमिंग टू यू. लेट मी क्विकली ब्रिंग इन मिस्टर सेलम धर्नाधिरन. What is your take on this, Mr. Dharnadiran? Because, you know, as politics has clearly overshadowed the probe, you know, people are saying it is undermining the probe every minute.
See, with or without politics, this is a new law for India. How brazen two people enter the new parliament building, built at thousands of crores. I mean, yes, and they come, release gas canisters. Luckily, as of now, we think the gases were not poisonous. What if it were poisonous? What harm it could have caused, right? And what is more brazen by the incumbent BJP government is that when the parliamentarians questioned that their life is at threat, they need answers from the Home Minister, they need proper investigation, they need to, and when they ask for questions, they are suspended. But the BJP parliamentarian released the pass, he is not suspended, no questions asked. How is it? How brazen is that? Right? Like, this is, in fact, even in suspension of
I think, you know, Mr. Dharnadiran, I think you're confusing the two issues.
One DMK, let me complete. One DMK parliamentarian, let me complete, sir, please don't interrupt. One DMK parliamentarian was in Chennai, was not even in the parliament. He was suspended, say for what? Saying he was disrupting the house.
No, that is bizarre.
They are not able to do properly.
That is bizarre. I agree. I take that point completely.
No proper rapid response team.
That is bizarre, and the person who's done this should be suspended. How can you have a situation where the person who's not in house is penalized? Dr. Ranganathan, I mean, you know, this is...
How can you suspend?
No, I understand. Selam, I get your point. But Dr. Ranganathan, you know, let's talk about the larger issues. Some people, and correct me if I am wrong, Dr. Ranganathan, some people are confusing the issue. The suspension of these 14 MPs has got nothing to do with what happened in Lok Sabha, the security breach.
No, I think couple of points I need to make out here. Number one, nobody has been suspended, and we've all seen the proceeding. Nobody has been suspended for merely asking the questions. They have been suspended for creating ruckus and indulging in anarchy. There are two different things. There is a way of asking questions by the honorable MPs inside the parliament. If they don't adhere to those laws and rules of the parliament, then yes, why shouldn't they be suspended? I mean, do we want the parliament to resemble a fish market? Number two, I think again I stress on this. Just imagine, and as the DMK spokesperson also said, rightly said, that what if it was not just a mere smoke bomb? And we still don't know. We still, because it takes 48 hours for people to find out if at all there were anthrax spores in there. Pranesh, I'm telling you how scary it is. Let me just give you an example. 1 gram of anthrax contains 1 trillion spores. That is enough to kill 100 million people. And if you can smuggle in that, and President Bush is on record saying that anthrax can be smuggled in and dissipated using a small canister, all hell would have broken loose. I mean, people, thousands, tens of thousands would have died. Why are we taking this lightly? It is just beyond me. Absolutely beyond me.
Dr. Datta, I'll come back to you, but let's get the answers from the BJP spokesperson.
One more question, then you can...
Okay, Tehseen, make your point.
Look, to the BJP spokesperson RP Singh ji, please tell us that these MPs like Mr. Nagar, etc., who fought, they had that yellow powder on them, and as Dr. Anand is telling you, it takes 48 to 72 hours. Did you do the radio tests? You didn't do it. Did you do the biological tests? Here are the MPs. Ask them. You didn't do it. You've done no comprehensive tests. You are on the. You're hanging by the thread. That's not how this is dealt with scientifically. This should have been dealt with scientifically. You only are hoping that that's yellow-colored powder. And that is the problem. Your callous attitude is what is people objecting to.
Callous attitude. RP Singh, respond to that quickly, then we move on.
I'm sorry, Tehseen, you're not aware of the investigation. I've seen it on the TV itself that
Mr. Nagar is here.
All those particles have been picked and probably they would have been sent to the laboratory also. Can I, Tehseen Saab, did I interrupted you? So, it's there on TV. I will send you the pictures where the officers who are investigating has picked up the material and has sent it for the test to the laboratory, would have sent it for the test for the laboratory. But that point aside, I mean, let the investigation happen, and then obviously all answers will be given in the Parliament. No one is going to run from the questions at all. But don't hijack the Parliament, don't create ruckus in the Parliament. I mean, you have all the right to ask questions. But last few sessions I have seen the Parliament is being hijacked, and the Jantar Mantar is coming to the Parliament. What happens at the Jantar Mantar or other protest site is coming to the Parliament. The Parliament is there to debate, ask questions, and there are rules under. You can ask questions of the way boards through which you have to go through to ask questions. But the bigger question still stays. They are asking for Pratap Singh. I say, how about the 2 rekhis which are done earlier? That need to be answered.
No, this blame game, this blame game is really a disservice. In the beginning.
Give me a second.
Mr. RP Singh, I'm not. Please. Let's today. I was glad that at least on the panel we have consensus that on this matter, let's rise above politics, speak in one voice. But let's leave it that for the moment. Let's see what comes out of the probe. One can only hope that when the House resumes on Monday, we can have constructive debate and discussion without